I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine standing up from your chair without using your hands. No struggle. No hesitation. Your legs feel steady, powerful, reliable. Now imagine that feeling not at 30 or 40, but after 60. Most people I meet in my clinic don't complain about their heart first. They don't complain about their lungs. They look at me with quiet worry and say, "Doctor, my legs don't feel like they used to." And there's fear behind that sentence. Fear of falling, fear of losing independence, fear of becoming a burden to family. What if I told you that some of the strongest, most mobile seniors I've ever seen don't rely on gyms, heavy weights, or long painful walks? What if I told you there's a simple exercise quietly practiced by older adults in Japan that has helped them maintain leg strength, balance, and confidence well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond? This isn't a trend, it's not a viral workout. It's not something flashy you'll see on social media. It's calm, it's controlled, and it's deeply respectful of the aging body. As a surgeon, I've spent decades repairing what breaks when muscles weaken and balance fails. Hip fractures, knee damage, spine injuries after falls. And if there's one truth I can share from the operating room, it's this: strong legs are not about looking fit. They are about staying free. In the next few minutes, I'm going to explain why leg strength declines so rapidly after 60, why most common exercises actually make it worse, and how this Japanese method works with your nervous system instead of fighting against it. If you stay with me until the end, you'll learn how to safely begin this exercise at home, even if you have knee pain, arthritis, or poor balance, and how just a few minutes a day can begin to restore strength you thought was gone forever. So take a breath, settle in, and listen closely. Because what you're about to hear could change how confidently you move for the rest of your life. As we get older, something very quiet but very powerful happens inside the body, and most people are never told about it. It's not just that muscles shrink. It's that the communication between your brain and your legs slowly weakens. Think of it like a radio signal that used to be clear and strong, now becoming fuzzy with age. After 60, the brain sends the same message it always has: stand up. Step forward, keep balance. But the legs don't receive that message as efficiently anymore. This is why so many seniors say, "My legs feel heavy," or "they don't respond like they used to." It's not laziness, it's not weakness of character. It's neuromuscular decline. Here's where most advice goes wrong. People are told to walk more, lift weights, or push through pain. But aggressive movement often activates fear inside the nervous system. When the body feels unsafe, it actually shuts muscles down instead of strengthening them. That's why some people walk every day and still feel weaker year after year. In Japan, especially among older adults, the philosophy is very different. The focus is not on forcing the muscle. It's on reminding the muscle how to work. The exercise I'm talking about is slow, controlled, and deeply intentional. It trains the legs and the brain at the same time. That's the secret. I've seen patients who could barely rise from a chair begin to regain control within weeks. Not because their muscles suddenly grew, but because their nervous system reawakened. The brain remembered how to trust the legs again. There's a common myth I want to clear up right now. Many people believe leg strength comes from thigh size or calf size. But true strength after 60 comes from stability, timing, and coordination. This is why some thin older adults move beautifully while others with larger muscles struggle to balance. Let me give you a real-life example. I once treated an 82-year-old man who never lifted weights in his life. But he practiced slow, deliberate standing and lowering movements every single day. His leg strength, balance, and reaction time were better than many people 20 years younger. He hadn't built muscle the modern way. He had preserved function the traditional way. And this is why the Japanese approach works so well. It respects aging joints. It protects the knees. It strengthens the hips. And most importantly, it builds confidence. When you trust your legs, you move more. When you move more, you stay independent. In the next part, I'm going to guide you through how this exercise fits into daily life, what mistakes to avoid, what to eat to support your legs, and how to adapt everything if you have pain or stiffness. This is where things become practical and life-changing. Now let's talk about how this fits into your real life. Not a perfect life, not a younger body, but the body you have today. Because the beauty of this Japanese exercise is that it meets you where you are. The movement itself is simple, but the intention behind it is everything. It starts with something you already do every day, sitting down and standing up. But instead of rushing, Instead of using momentum, instead of pushing through pain, you slow it down. You place your feet firmly on the ground. You feel the floor. You gently engage your core. And then, with control, you rise. And just as importantly, you lower yourself back down slowly, as if your legs are guiding you, not dropping you. This slow lowering phase is where the magic happens. It wakes up the deep leg muscles that protect your knees and hips. It teaches your brain that your legs are safe, stable, and capable. And when the brain feels safe, strength begins to return. Many people make the mistake of holding their breath during movement. Instead, breathe naturally. Inhale as you prepare, exhale as you move. This keeps your blood pressure stable and tells your nervous system that there is no danger. Another common mistake is doing too much too soon. This exercise is not about numbers. It's not about how many times you stand. It's about how well you stand. Even 3 to 5 slow repetitions once or twice a day can be enough in the beginning. Consistency matters more than intensity. Now let's talk about pain, because I know many of you are thinking, "Doctor, what if my knees hurt?" Mild discomfort is normal when muscles wake up, but sharp pain is a signal to stop. You can modify the movement by using a higher chair, a cushion, or lightly holding onto a table or countertop. Support does not mean weakness. It means wisdom. Your daily habits matter too. Sitting for long periods tells your legs they are no longer needed. Try to stand up gently every 30 to 60 minutes, even if it's just for a moment. This keeps the brain-leg connection alive. Nutrition also plays a quiet but powerful role. Your leg muscles need protein to repair, magnesium to relax, and enough water to function properly. Simple foods like eggs, yogurt, lentils, leafy greens, and soups can support your efforts without complicated diets. One more thing that's often overlooked is mindset. If you move with fear, your body tightens. If you move with patience and trust, your body responds. I often tell my patients, talk kindly to your legs. It may sound strange, but the nervous system listens. In the final part, I want to give you something even more important than an exercise. I want to give you hope. Because I've seen what happens when people believe their strength is gone forever, and I've seen the quiet miracle that happens when it comes back. I want you to remember something very important as we come to the end of our time together. Your body is not broken. It is adapting. And adaptation can be guided. I've watched people in their late 60s, 70s, even 80s sit in front of me with tears in their eyes, convinced that weakness was their destiny. They believed shaky legs were just part of getting old. And then weeks later, those same people walked back into my office standing taller, moving calmer, smiling without even realizing it, not because they became athletes, but because they reconnected with their bodies. Strength after 60 is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up quietly when you stand without thinking, when you climb a step without fear, when you turn around without holding your breath. These small moments are not small at all. They are independence. They are dignity. The Japanese exercise I shared with you is not about doing more. It's about doing better. It's about reminding your legs that they still have a purpose. And when the legs remember their purpose, the mind begins to relax. When the mind relaxes, the body follows. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. It is never too late to improve how you move. As long as you can breathe, as long as you can stand even a little, there is potential waiting to be unlocked. Slowly, safely, respectfully. I want you to try this exercise today or tomorrow. Just once, with patience, with kindness toward yourself. And notice how your body responds, not just physically, but emotionally. If this message resonated with you, if it gave you hope or clarity, I invite you to support this channel by liking the video, subscribing for more senior health guidance, and leaving a comment below. Tell me how your legs feel today. Your story matters, and you are not alone on this journey. Thank you for trusting me with your time. Take care of your legs, and they will take care of you.